4 electronic scooters burst into flames in quick succession in as many parts of the country late last month, and the news spread like wildfire with the visuals and video footage of the burning two-wheelers flooding social media platforms. The manufacturers, on their part, went into firefighting mode. They claimed that the battery-run two-wheelers were as safe as the vehicles that run on internal combustion engines. They also rejected the theory, which has been doing the rounds on social media platforms, that such vehicles were not fit to withstand Indian conditions like the heat, potholed roads, and heavy loads. But why did these scooters catch fire? The only common link between these scooters is fixed lithium-ion batteries. In December last year, e-scooters were banned from the public transport network in London over safety reasons. Officials there said that hurriedly packed or defective batteries had led to a spate of fire incidents in such scooters. Experts point out 3 main reasons for battery failure which led to fire. The first is their improper packaging, then the bad quality of cells, and the third is improper battery management system, which determines how the battery should accept charge and how it discharges. It works like the brain of the battery. A lithium-ion battery is composed of hundreds of lithium-ion cells, and a deformity in one cell leads to a chain reaction which engulfs all other cells. Also, densely packed cells will have less room to breathe and may also cause problems. Experts also pointed out that the overcharging may lead to formation of crystals on the surface of anode. And if it grows larger and goes on to touch the cathode, it will cause a short circuit. That's why most e-scooters now come with an auto cut-off system.
So what we believe is, firstly, the battery designing has to be as per the Indian environment and has to focus on certain standards on the thermal runway, most importantly, the thermal management within the batteries. Secondly, yes, through the tech, this can also be solved. As in the battery swapping space, what we are doing is we have a IoT device within the battery, which gives us through which we can do predictive analysis on the how the battery is behaving, how it's performing, and we can say that in next 20-25 days there could be a deterioration on the battery level. So that's one way. There could be probably the right type of alerts on the temperature rise of the cells. So these are few measures through which this can be avoided, such situations. Last year close to 1.6 lakh of two-wheelers sold in India. Now out of that, 2 or 3 such instances cannot be used as generalizing the whole the sector. But and also with the the demand side and the rising fuel cost, electric two-wheelers definitely make much more sense for the end user.
Meanwhile, Arun Shreyas, co-founder and CEO of Race Energy, attributes these fire incidents to the urgency of a few companies who skipped proper validation and testing. Suhas Rajkumar, founder and CEO of Simple Energy Private Limited, believes that the fire in e-scooters may turn out to be good news for the industry. He told a national daily that these incidents will make people realize the importance of R&D and safety standards of the battery itself. The government too has launched an investigation into the incident of fires. Center for Fire, Explosive and Environment Safety, which comes under Defense Research and Development Organization, has been tasked with the responsibility to find out the cause. In India, all vehicles should conform to Central Motor Vehicle Act standards. According to a business daily, the government can also ask Ola and Okinawa to recall their two-wheelers. The manufacturers too are trying to douse the flames and get to the root of the problem before it spooks the buyers. They want to present e-scooters as a realistic personal transportation option. The government is also working to establish standards for battery swapping services for electric vehicles. By 2030, it expects electric scooters and motorcycles to make up 80% of the total sales of two-wheelers. Right now, it is just 2%. But these recent incidents of fire may cast a shadow over such a plan. Niti Aayog has joined hands with the Bureau of Indian Standards Department of Science and Technology for detailed technical standards for batteries.
on the technology of the batteries, there should be certain standardization on the the IT infra around it to alert the end user, prevent such situations. So that measures not only from the government side but also from the industry side. The industry should take, be it an OEM, be it an energy operator, be it a battery manufacturer.
Incidents of electronic scooters catching fire are clearly not good for their makers and the government too, which wants to shift the country away from fossil fuels. The companies on their part should ensure that the report of probe into these incidents are taken seriously and made public too. It is said that the image of Tata Nano took a hit due to similar reasons.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.